I'm Debbie and I'm here to welcome you to my 2024 Mystery Cushion Club. You are now part of a unique knit along that is being shared by knitters all over the world. And over the next 5 months, I will send you sets of patterns to create your own mystery cushion. So if you haven't joined one of my mystery knit-alongs before, this is the place where we can meet virtually every month. I write a blog, sometimes there's an intro like this from me, but it's the place to come for all your tips, all your advice about the month squares, plus lots of other news about what's happening in my world. So do make sure you tune in every month just to make sure you're completely up to date with all the latest news. Also in my blog each month there will be some tech vids to assist you with any techniques such as intarsia or fair isle or maybe knitting a cable. So if you do need assistance, please make sure you check out what videos are there each month, because that will really help you to knit your squares, to see some demonstrations of the techniques that maybe you need a little bit of help with. Now, we've been very busy packing and posting your knitting kits to you, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that everybody is sitting there with their knitting kit. But if you are still waiting for your kit, please be patient. It will be with you soon. We have posted all the kits out. The overseas went well ahead of the UK parcels. So hopefully you'll have it soon if you haven't already got it. You might want to shut your eyes now if you haven't received your parcel, but this is the kit which you will be receiving. Whoops, there we go. Full of beautiful colours, 9 balls of yarn, 8 which are Rowan and 1 which is my own bespoke light wool DK. Also inside that packet you will have either packed separately like this or packed in with the yarn in between the balls of yarn. You've got some studs, some buttons and 5 packets of beads. Okay, so they're all your embellishments. You will also have in there a little envelope. It might be pink, it might be a different colour, but a small coloured envelope inside which is the woven label for your completed cushion. And on the woven label is the name of the mystery cushion. So if you don't want to spoil the mystery, if you want to have a go at guessing, trying to guess through the squares that you're sent each month, trying to guess the theme, which is all part of the fun of a mystery cushion, then don't open this until you've guessed it. But if you just can't wait to find out what it's all about, it's in there. But if you decide to keep it a secret, put it in a safe place and then open it when you've guessed what the theme, what the title of the mystery cushion is. Now, one thing which I would say is important to do before you start knitting, first of all, check the contents of your kit. And if there is anything missing, then do let us know. The contents of your kit is written into the brochure, your Mailout one. It's on page 2, just on the reverse side of the front cover. And on there you will find a list of everything that's in your kit. We also did email you a welcome letter which listed what is in your kit. If you didn't receive that email from us, then please get in touch straight away. Email to sue@debbieabrahams.com and we will check in our database that we have your correct details. This is obviously hugely important that we have your correct email address to send all your correspondence to. Otherwise, you're not going to receive your monthly patterns from us. So if you haven't got anything in your inbox, check your spam folder as well. They often end up in there, particularly if you're brand new to my clubs. And if you can't find the email, just drop us a line and we'll sort that out for you. So after checking the contents of your kit, you can make up your colour coder card. So you have a card, blank card in your kit, and onto it you can tie a sample of each of the colours and write the name and the shade number. This will then serve as a really handy quick reference when you're knitting your cushion. There's 2 colours in particular which are quite similar. There's deep rose and vermilion, these 2 reds. One is slightly darker than the other. One is more orangey. Vermilion is more orangey. The deep rose has more blue, more red in it. Okay, so beware of those 2 because they are quite close in colour. You don't want to get those mixed up. Okay, so the first thing, set up your colour coder. So now I'm going to take you through the Mailout 1, and all the Mailouts are going to be laid out in the same way. So they begin with the front cover here. The front cover always has images on it of what you're going to be knitting in that particular month. Then on the page overleaf, the page I was just talking to you about is the page which tells you all about what is in your knitting kit. It also lists on the left hand side all the squares that you're going to be knitting that month. So give that a good read. Opposite that on page 3 is your information page, general information about the cushion. And this tells you some very important information, including checking your tension, the construction of the cushion cover, the finish size, and blocking and pressing, all things which are very important, which you should read before you begin, because you'll need to make sure that you're following those instructions, checking your tension before you start any of the squares in the cushion cover. Now, if we flick over to page 4, you have your piecing diagram. Now, in previous cushion projects, mystery cushion projects, I think I've always done a 9-block 9 squares which are sewn together into one block for the front panel. But for this cushion, I've gone a little bit different with this cushion. It's a little bit more abstract in every way. So you will see that the blocks are uneven sizes. Okay, so something a little bit more interesting, hopefully, for you to be working on. And you're going to be working on blocks 2, 3 and 4. Now, I'm calling them actually blocks. I did say square about knitting your squares a moment ago. I should really refer to them as blocks. I do in the pattern instructions, because they're not strictly squares. They are blocks of different sizes. And you will see in each pattern, I do state the finished size of each block, so you know what measurements you have to be blocking and pressing them to. So your first pattern on page 6 is block 2, called corrugated. Okay, so this is a nice, easy one to begin with. It's a garter stitch and stocking stitch stripe, and it has hooked in beads which alternate 1 row emerald, 1 row red, all the way to the top. And there's 2 different needle sizes used for this. The different needle sizes are really, really important. You need that smaller needle size to make sure that those garter stitch stripes are nice and neat. Otherwise they'll knit up a little bit wobbly, not so neat. So we want nice, neat, even knitting for this. And those needle sizes will definitely assist with that. There's always in your patterns, there's pattern notes and tips on the right hand side of your pattern page, okay, and then follows the instructions for that block. On page 8 we have the second block to knit, which is called embossed, and this is an intarsia cable. So for this one, if you've not knitted an intarsia cable before, it would be a good idea to watch the tech vid, which is in the blog this month, to help you with that. Once you get going, it's actually very straightforward to do. But I would watch the tech vid, because the crossing over of the yarns is not on the wrong side of the work as you would normally do in intarsia. It's on the right side of the work, and that's really, really important to get those dotted lines between the cable. So for this pattern, you can work from either the chart, which is on page 10 of your Mailout, or you can work from the worded instructions, or both. If you haven't worked from a chart before, it's a really good opportunity to work from a chart with the worded instructions as a backup, just in case you're not quite sure that you're knitting it correctly. Okay, and finally, I was going to say about this block that there are gold and bronze studs which are optional, which can be attached to the center of each cable after blocking and pressing the whole block. When it's lovely and set and completed, you can attach those studs if you so want to. The final block then for this month is on page 11, and it's block 4, and it's called leaf cutout. So that might be a little bit of a clue possibly about the theme of the cushion. Just give that a thought or two. Okay, so this is an intarsia leaf motif. So you'll need to get your bobbins or your small balls of yarn ready. In the written blog, I've given much more detail about how I would go about knitting this square and the other two as well. So do make sure that you read the blog after you've listened to my chat today. And this is a smaller block. It only measures, let's have a look, 15 centimetres across by 7.5 centimetres down. It's a rectangular block that fits into that top section on the right hand side of the piecing diagram. So those are your 3 blocks to knit this month. Following on after your pattern instructions, in each mail out there will be knitting techniques which cover several different techniques, including intarsia, fair isle, knitting with beads, embroidery on knitted fabric, and attaching a stud to your knitting. So if you need some advice, there's some quick advice. You can reference those pages in your mail out. Towards the back of the mail out, and this time it's on the not on the penultimate page, it's on page 14 of mail out 1, you'll find your abbreviations list. And it's important that every month you do check this, because as the project goes on, if there's other techniques, other abbreviations that are stated in the patterns, these will be added in as we go. So do make sure that you're always looking at the current abbreviations list, just to see what any abbreviations that come up in the patterns, what they mean, so you can knit them nice and confidently. So the whole point of a mystery knit along is to try and guess the theme and title of the cushion as you knit it. So if you have any ideas after knitting these first 3 blocks what the title of the cushion could be, do please write in and let us know. Write in to sue@debbieabrahams.com, and if you get it right, with your permission, we would love to share your name in the next blog. So remember to look at the titles of the squares, think about what you're knitting, look at the layout of that front panel. Are there any clues in the way that that's been laid out? Also in the written blog, I will give you a letter clue each month. So each time that I launch a new blog, in the letter clue, there will be an extra letter given to you every month to help you. So any ideas, do get in touch. We love to hear from you. So before I sign off today and leave you to grab your knitting needles and get going on those first 3 blocks, just a couple of new things to tell you about. We will be launching our Tuscany case and phone cozy in our online shop. This is the project that I created for my most recent trip to the watermill in Italy. So the project will be available as a kit. It will include the Rowan glacé cotton yarn, one of my most favourite yarns in the Rowan collection, been there for many, many years, still one of my favourites. It's got lots of embellishment on it. It's got rhinestones, there's some lovely K-facet lining fabric, and there's a matching phone cozy case. So these 2 items will be available to buy as one kit. So do watch out for that. We'll be launching that very soon in our online shop. And this month until the 21st of June, we are offering 25% off all our Debbie Abrahams beads. That's in both sizes 6 and 8, and off selected colours in my own bespoke yarn. So if you fancy stocking up on your yarn and bead stashes, maybe for projects you've got coming up in the future, then take advantage of this. You'll make a great saving if you go and purchase some yarn and beads today in our online shop. So the 21st of June you've got to stock up on everything that you need for your autumn winter projects. So that's all from me today. Thank you so much for listening in. I do hope that you really enjoy and get as excited as me about the start of this new project, those 3 blocks to knit up. The next instalment will be mid-month. It will be on the 15th of July, followed by the 15th of every month up until October Okay, so I look forward to seeing you back here next month. Do write in with any ideas, any stories, any pictures of you knitting your mystery cushion, or maybe you're together in a group knitting the mystery cushion. It's really great always to hear from you. These are great things that we can share in the blog too. So don't forget to keep in touch. Let me know how you're getting on with your project. And I look forward to seeing you back here next month on the 15th for instalment 2. Goodbye, everybody.